week. So, how's that? What are we, halfway through August already? Welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Arizona. So if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And if you are new, make sure you say hi. Let me know where you're coming from, and let me know if you were referred by somebody. I love that when somebody emails me or message me and says, "Oh, so and so, told me to check you out." So I love that. So if you are new, Monday is my Mimeograph Monday, and that is actually I just case out of the catalog, but I just call it Mimeograph Monday because mimeograph means casing or copying, and it starts with M, like Monday. So hey, I'm kind of like weird that way. I like to have things kind of have the same letter. So anyways, so hi Debbie. So I'm gonna do a cute card. I also have extended my registration just to the 20th. So I just extended it like 6 days because I had a few people. So they were gonna get paid to a little bit later. So I was like, well, that's fine. I thought, well, I'll just extend it for everybody. So I have a few more cards to share. And so I'll talk about that more when I flip the phone over. But I think that's all. We had more storms this weekend, and the lightning and the thunder. I take my hearing aids out, obviously, when I go to sleep, so I don't necessarily hear the thunder. Sometimes if it's loud, I do. But I definitely notice the lights. And I will come out in the kitchen, and it's just amazing to look out at all the lightning and stuff. As long as it doesn't do damage, catch fires and stuff. Lightning is it's almost like paparazzi, is out there taking pictures. But so we've had some crazy weather in Arizona this summer, getting into fall. So hopefully you had a great weekend, and maybe you did something fun or binge some shows or whatever. But all right, so let me stop blabbering. And hi Minda, aloha. And I will flip the phone over and we can get started. All right, so like I said, I have extended my registration to August the 20th. I still have some spots left, and I would love to fill it. So yeah, so you have till August the 20th. And if you are in the United States, you register with me. If you are in Canada, you register with Marcy Denning. And sometimes she's on here, sometimes she's not. But if you are watching my the video after it goes live, if you scroll down where the videos are, her channel is featured down there, so you'll be able to find her. But if you are in Canada, then you just register with Marcy, and then we do the Zoom together, and it is so much fun. Hi, Miriam. All right, so if you are new, these are the stamp sets that you will be getting. The Counting Sheep. I know and I apologize if you've heard me talk about this before, but I don't want anybody to miss it. And Joyful Life is another one. And the Sweets and Treats. Oh my gosh, I have been having so much fun with all these stamp sets, and I've been combining them, and they all work so well together. And it's funny, right? When we picked these sets, I wasn't even thinking, I could use that with this. It just, what I do is I put all of my stamps on blocks, and they're just all on my desk, and then I put in a pile what everybody's going to get, because everybody's getting embellishments and all that kind of stuff. And then I just know this is the stuff I have to work with, and it just works that way. So anyway, so hopefully you will join us. And so I'm going to show you a couple sneak peeks. So I did show you this card the other day, so I'm going to show you this again in case you are new. And this is so fun. Now you do get a gel pen when you do my event. So you will be getting a gel pen, and that's how I actually colored these cute little sheep. And don't they look so fun? So hey Nancy. Hey, Hey, Marcy, there's Marcy. So now Marcy's on here. So you'll be able to holler at her if you're in Canada and you want to register. So there's the cute inside. I don't know if I had them opened or not. All right, here's another one I shared last week. And then see, here's these little embellishments. So everybody's getting a pack of those embellishments. And then you can see that gel pen is too cute. Now these are new. I did not share these. So now I think I shared a picture, but I didn't show you for real. Who not like a shaker pig? Look how cute that little pig is in there. Bring on Christmas season's greetings. And this uses some of that Celebration DSP. And I'm actually using this DSP today too. So this is a cute little shaker domes. And everybody's getting a pack of the those sequins that are zipping around in there. So, but isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. And then this one is actually the Joyful Life. So the pig was Joyful Life, and so is this little guy. And he is actually on a wobble. So look how fun he is. He and his little bunny are just zigzagging down the road, and they've got apples in the trees. And this is from the sheep. So that's what I meant. Like I mix and match. And so if you can't attend, you know, because you're like busy that day or whatever, you can still do it, because you're going to get a video with like, then you can just follow along and do it at your leisure. So don't think, oh my gosh, I'm busy that day. No worries. All right, but isn't he so cute? And then so glad it's your birthday. So that mixes a couple of the different sets. And then you can just see some of the gel pen in there. But oh my gosh. So you'll get your little wobble in your packet as well. So you can make him drive along the road. So that's all I'm going to sneak peek today. Aren't I so mean? All right, so let me set these aside. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, but when I make a card, I can look at the card and I can know what was on the TV when I was making that card. And I know I was, I had Brady Bunch on one of them, so it's just weird, but that's just me. Okay, so let's get to the fun card. You don't want to hear me jibber jabbering anymore. Oh, don't forget about my host code. I always forget that. All right, there's my hostess code for August. So if you are placing an order, please make sure you use that. Did you like that, Debbie? Oh my gosh. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, that white gel pen. I wish we had the white gel pen, but we don't. So I just get them on Amazon, and everybody will get one in their packet with all their other stuff. All right, so the stamp set that I'm going to be doing today is the Heartwarming or Heartfelt Wishes. It's right here, and it is just a greeting set. And I love it because it is not just Christmas, right? Because sending love, much gratitude, I mean, that can be all year long. Happiest holidays, cheers. Hey, that could be any time. All right, so the card I'm going to do is this one. Now, I am tweaking a little bit. I am changing it just a tad. And because that one used the Heartwarming Hugs DSP, they used this piece right here. They also used the shimmery white embossing paste with this mask. And I was just being lazy because we're going to think, hey, you might want to do this card for Christmas, and you might not want to do 100 with the paste. So I have simplified it a little bit. So I'm not going to use this DSP. I'm still using the old olive, but what I did was I'm using that Celebration DSP that I told you about. All right, so let me get my card bases and all that kind of stuff going on. All right, so we have an old olive is our card base. So let me reach across and get my bone folder. So we're just going to crease that. All right, so this is going to go on the inside. This is going to go on the inside. All right. All right. Now, they also, you know, when I'm looking at it, it looks like they have also used that gold. It's like Simply Elegant trim, and I don't have that. I'm not a super big fan of it. I mean, that doesn't mean you aren't, but I don't, I didn't have that either, so we are changing that a little bit. So I'm just going to use the white baker's twine that I have lovingly put on my nice wooden spool. All right, and it looks like they did it on the real card, but I'm doing my layers separately because I don't want my ribbon on the inside. So that's a little bit different too. All right, so I'm going to use my Simply Scored because that I did not change. So this is just 4 by 5 1/4, this piece. And it's hard to tell, but they have just ran the tool down and made these grooves. So every is a 1/4 of an inch. Me and my math. So every 1/4 of an inch, every 2 dits, however you like to measure. I think it is a 1/4. All right. So I'm just dragging my tool down, and we're just making these little divots, or these little, I want to make sure in all my gabbing I don't mess up. So we're just making little grooves, and then you have to hold on this side to get over here. And it's just a good idea to, don't ever rush when you're scoring, because that's when you boo-boo. That's when you go, wah, and then you have this crazy line across there. So just, just score, just be nice when you score. Okay, so now I have, can you see that? Now I have all these fun little groove lines on my old olive, but we're actually, yes, Debbie, I measure in dits. I have gotten a little better, but I always just 1 dit after the 5, 2 dits, but what I'm going to do, so this is where I just scored it, but I'm going to flip it over. So now these are sticking out instead of being inside. So would that be concave? I don't know. I'm a stamper. Would that be math? Not a scientist? I don't know. I really don't know what that word would be. But anyways, but now the bumps stick out. I know how to say that. All right. So we have, hey Mary, we have a piece of this DSP, and I'm going to do the snowflake. So instead of using that paste, I'm basically getting the same kind of look with this card, but I'm just simplifying it a little bit. All right. Then this is just going to go on the top of this. So basically you are not going to see the top of this cardstock. It's behind here. So I probably didn't have to score the whole thing, but hey, whatever. Okay, then I'm just going to move that out of the way. Now we're going to stamp our greeting. So I have my old olive pad, and it's nice and juicy, so that's a good thing, right? All right. Hey, Sherry. All right. So this is my happiest holidays. Where's my grid sheet? Because I've showed you this trick before. So I'm going to ink my stamp up, and this is a long skinny one, so I'm going to ink it up like this. Then I can see if I've got all the ink where it needs to go, and I have found that this one catches the ink on the edges a little more than normal. So I have taken my scissors, and it looks horrible, but I have trimmed away some of the rubber so that I don't get that catching. All right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my grid sheet where I think it is straight. And then I'm going to say, oh, so see, my sticker is not the same as a stamp. So I need to actually, when I stamp it, I need to bring the right side up just a little bit. That's why I love using my grid sheet. Because even if a machine put our stamps together, it would not ever be perfect, because nothing is perfect. All right, so now I'm going to ink this up again. And then what did I say? The right side, I need to go up just a little bit. So here it looks good. And then I'm just going to just go up just a tad on the right hand side. And then that should be straight now. Ta-da! So now it's straight. Now I did come up a little high on there. So let's do it again because it's just paper. So now I need to come down. Down and up. Down and up, down and up. And really it wasn't that big of a deal, but let me just see how it goes. Merry Anal Christmas, because that's me. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, even though I said nobody's perfect. Okay, so I need to come down a tad and up to the right. Let's see if that's better. Ta-da! See? Much better. See? Now it's more in the center. Now, if you wanted, you could cut your paper after, but I just cut these in strips, and these are actually 3/4 of an inch wide. All right, so let me get this one out of the way. I'm not using that one. And put that there so it can dry, and let me do the inside of my card. You know me, I'm like all over the place when I do my lives. If I was doing these for Christmas cards, I would do them as an assembly line. So, you know, it would have time to dry because I wouldn't be, you know, immediately, you know, doing it. So assembly line is a good thing. All right, so I'm just putting this cute little DSP on the bottom, just a little 1-inch strip on the bottom there. And then the stamp set has some cute inside greetings. So you've got your happiest holidays on the outside, and then you have, and a Happy New Year from our family this wonder season. It's like it finishes it. So I chose the to you and yours. So that's going to go on my card. Ooh, look, I got lots of ink on that one. So see how the edge catches just a little bit. All right. So to you and yours, I'm over here. You can't even see. I'm over here inking it. And then it's always best to look. See that little bit of ink? Just take your finger and swipe it off of there. All right. So to you and yours. That's why you have ink all over your hands. Love it. All right. So now I can close the pad. And then we can start putting our card together. All right. So what I'm going to do is, so this is at an angle. This little greeting here is at an angle. So what I'm going to do is just eyeball it. I want to make sure that you can't see that and you can't see that. Now you could, you know, if you are a mathematician, you could figure out that angle. But to me, this was just easier. Just to glue it like that, okay? So I'm going to take my seal and I'm just gluing it on. Nobody needs to know that. So that's touching and that covers. There we go. Then, so I'm not trimming these. Now, normally I would trim these, but I'm going by the catalog, and these actually go out. They go out to the card. So I'm leaving those out, but this is where I want to add my baker's twine. So I'm just going to take some baker's twine, and I'm just cutting a big old hunk of it. And we're just going to, like we tie our shoes, and I'm just going to tie a pretty little bow. Now, I love the white baker's twine. We have the multi-pack now. So the white just emphasizes the white of the snowflakes, the white of the cardstock. And then I'm just going to tie it in a bow. Like that. Now this is where they had the gold ribbon, but mine's going to be white. There we have our cute little bow. And then cut our tails off. Now usually I turn it upside down, it's hard to see, and I just kind of let them fall. And then I just trim them. All right. So then just bring this up because there's a little bit of a space. So that looks good, right? So it just does that same little angle. All right, let me bring my card over. And then we're going to glue this down. Now I'm using, where's my Seal Plus? You can use a Seal Plus. Now usually, because I have that ribbon in there, I would use like glue dots just so it has a little space. But the Seal Plus is extra sticky. Let me get it started on my, whatchamacallit, mat, my silicone. So it's extra sticky, so I don't have to worry. And plus, since I have done all that, whatchamacallit, not embossing, with the Simply Scored, it's a little rough. So I want to make sure I add lots of glue. Okay, so now I need to stand up so I can see. So then this is just going to go right on here. That looks pretty good. All right, so that looks good, good, good. And now we'll use the side. Where's my scissors? Good grief, where's my scissors? They're there. So now we're just going to use the side of the card to cut. So we're just flipping it over. And we're just cutting and cutting. So we just basically use that card. And now see that white goes out. So it goes out beyond this little card panel that I had on the front. All right, so then we got to put the inside. So isn't this so cute? So it's a little bit easier than the paste. The paste is very cool, but just, you know, if you're going to make Christmas cards, this would just be a little bit faster to do. And there's your inside to you and yours. And then it also used the opal rounds. And I didn't even see that till I was reading the supply list of it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Let me fix my little bow. All right, so I'm just going to stick the opal rounds. We've got little baby ones and then bigger ones. So I'm just going to put a few. I'm not going to put them on every single snowflake. We'll put 5 on there. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll stick one down here. There. So then we have our cute little opal rounds on our card. And isn't that so cute? And you could put opal rounds down here too, but it wasn't like that on the catalog. So here's the one I was looking at. So they are very similar. But see, even though they're the identical card, they're just, well, I guess they're pretty similar when we put it like side by side. So yeah, it just looks like it's way off, right? It's because of the angle. But, so yeah. And then depending on, you know, how you cut your DSP, you'll have, you know, your different snowflakes and stuff like that. So, but I loved how it turned out. And I always forget to do that little step with your Simply Scored. Just adds that little bit of, it almost looks like the inside of a cardboard box, you know, the corrugated or whatever. So anyways, so hopefully you liked that. And hopefully if you haven't registered for the virtual fall social, I hope those couple little sneak peeks that I gave you and the other cards too are like, I didn't even show all of them. I definitely didn't, because we have at least 12 make and takes and then goodies in there too. So, but anyways, so I was like, well, what do I show? What do I show? All right, so that is all I have to share today. And then I want to thank you for joining me today. And tomorrow will be Teach Me Tuesday, and it'll be same times, same channel, 3 o'clock. Arizona time. And if you ever want me to show something on Mimeograph Monday, just let me know and I'll try to do it. I might have to tweak it like I did today, right? Like that's basically the same kind of card. But, because, you know, it looks pretty close to it. I just had to change it a little bit, but basically it's the same card. All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye for now, everyone.